Hello, good morning. Lorben Abakita here. Allow me to share to you this time how to invest your money during the coronavirus pandemic. Now, maybe you have questions. Am I capable to invest right now? So let me just share you 5 questions to ask yourself before investing. Okay, we all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has had drastic effects to the economies around the world. Lockdown orders and unemployment has been caused the Philippine economy to shrink the first time in 22 years. Coronavirus snapped the country's year growth streak. However, London-based The Economist magazine has ranked the Philippines' financial strength 6th among the selected emerging economies in the world and the best among those ranked from Southeast Asia. Yes, we are number 1 still in the Southeast Asia. This assessment makes the country attractive to local and foreign investors. So, because of this statistics, we can say that Philippines is the number 1 best to invest. If you are listening right now to this video, you may be interested to get in on an investment action too. As many are still following stay-at-home quarantine measures, a lot, including you, may be spending a little less than usual on transportation, correct? Dining out, entertainment, shopping, and more. Diba? Less and less because we are just at home. So, we save a lot of money. So, if you are able to put some extra money aside, even if it's just a small amount, should you save it or invest it? That's your question. Here are some questions to ask before you make any major moves. Okay, number 1. Do you have a solid financial foundation in place? So, if you already have a solid foundation in place, it may be a great time to invest in companies or real estate that are resilient to survive this crisis and emerge stronger on the other side of it. So, what does a strong financial foundation mean? Number 1, you don't have ugly debt. So, what does it mean that you don't have an ugly debt? You don't necessarily have to be absolutely debt-free. Of course, nobody in the world is debt-free. It just means that the debt you do have are at low interest rate. It serves a purpose for your future, and the debt you have now have a low payment with respect to your income. A good measure is for total debt payments to be within the 30% threshold of your total income. Okay? 30% lang of your total income is your debt. Okay, number 2, solid financial foundation. The cost of living is under control. Your cost of living is under control. So you know what to spend. You have a budget already. You can only invest if you have more cash coming in than going out. So you have to take note of what you spend and what comes in your budget. This means that you have more than enough money to cover your bills as well as any unexpected expenses that come your way from time to time. Alright? And number 3, to have a solid foundation is you have fully funded emergency fund. It's a great idea to start with your emergency fund. You should have at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. The rent, the mortgage, utilities, grocery. So like for example, in a month, you were able to record all your expenses, everything. So let's say in a month, you spend 20,000 pesos. So you should have at least an emergency fund of 60,000 pesos. So at least 3 months of emergency funds in cash or near cash assets before you consider investing. So in the current economic crisis, it may be a great time to reconsider how much you should save for. Think about your job security. You may need to save up a few extra months. No? Right now, in this pandemic, Maybe you have to have an emergency fund of 1 year. Then throwing it in some other expenses. Okay, that this emergency fund, you cannot touch it for a few years, for a long time, until it's like in this pandemic time that you can touch it already because you don't have a choice, because you don't have an income. Okay. Now, number 2 question, when do you need the money? If your financial foundation is in good shape, you already have those 3 aspects, then about your goals and when you intend to use the money you're saving. So sometimes we save more than our emergency fund. So what will you do about it? So for your short-term to medium-term goals, let's say you should know 3 to 5 years, how many years you can invest that money. It may be a better idea to save instead of investing. So if it's just for a short time that you can keep that money, so just save it in the bank. Keep your money in a savings account with high interest. You can also consider putting your money in time deposit, a short-term investment that provides higher interest rate than a regular savings account. Time deposit will give you higher rate. For your long-term goals, 10 years or so, now you can opt to invest, okay, with your money. Okay, number 3, how much cash do you actually have? If you have an emergency fund in place already and you have thought about your financial goals, consider investing. You don't really need a ton of money to start investing. Yes, you don't need a ton of money to start investing. You can start investing in financial companies like life insurance with investment like that. Okay, we also have available products like that. Just message me for just as low as 3,000 pesos. You can already have a life insurance with an investment. Okay, just PM me for more details. So the important thing is you cultivate the habit of regularly adding to your investment. Okay, number 4, how much risk can you tolerate? If you have an established emergency fund and you have your financial goals in place, start thinking about your risk tolerance. Risk tolerance means it's your ability to withstand the idea of losing money. That even you lose that money, you are not affected. This depends on many factors, of course, including your age. You have to think about it, your time horizon, and how much money you have to invest. So in general, investment like vehicles that offer high returns carry higher risks. And low-risk investment often are low yield or give a low return also. So there are so many factors to think about. Number 5, what are your investment options? Now, if you are ready to invest and start to make your money work for you, start checking out investment options perfect for your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and amount of money you have. If you're a beginner, start by looking into mutual funds. Okay, we also have available products of that, index bonds, and treasury bonds. Okay, just let me know if you want to invest in those. They can be less risky than picking individual stocks in the stock market. Okay, because it takes to be an expert to directly invest in stock markets. There are countless resources that you can have. One of that is me, that I can propose to you some small investments if you like. Okay, so seek out experts like me and consider me as your financial advisor. Okay, look into investing in real estate as well. Okay, so there are property investments are considerably a safe choice during the current pandemic. Did you know that there are house and lot right now that is just worth less than 500,000 and you can just pay monthly of 1,900 per month? House and lot already. So just message me if you are interested. No, your money is just sleeping in the bank, so better invest it in properties that will yield to twice or sometimes thrice, triple your money after 3 years already. So, property investments are considerably a safe choice. Why? Because it always appreciates. The lot here, it always appreciates. The lot investment you have will always appreciate and go up. The price will always go up. Especially in this pandemic time. If you don't have enough funds yet to buy your own property, there are other ways to start investing in real estate. And I will share it to you in my next video. Okay? So hope you learned something, and I hope you'll be able to decide to invest rather than just saving or putting your money into sleeping. So for more details, please message us in our Facebook page, in our Instagram, and in our YouTube channel, Wilmar and Lorban Abakita. And you may contact us with our numbers, 0917-771-9537. God bless everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.